Live from Sacramento City Hall, it's the SacVibes podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to SacVibes, the local government podcast that educates, engages, and empowers residents from the city of Sacramento.
I don't have the button. No. I left it at my desk.
I thought you were going to do
I
on the
did.
button, but I was like, anyway, I'm Danielle, one of your co-hosts, and I'm going to pass it this way.
And I am Greg, the other co-host for SacVibes, and we have two guests with us. Guests, would you like to introduce yourselves?
I guess.
Sure, I guess.
I guess.
I have to.
Amy Yang, Senior Planner from the Community Development Department.
All right.
Hi, Jamie Mosler, Associate Planner, also from the Community Development Department.
Nice.
Super excited to have y'all today, especially because we know planning is a very fun topic on this podcast. But before we get started, let's do a little check-in. It's cold
Yes, very cold.
as hell.
It's soup weather, though. I like soup and times
Soup
like
and
this.
sweater weather.
And tea. I've been drinking tea lately. Jasmine tea in the house.
Do you put honey or sugar?
I do, because I'm addicted to sugar. Yeah. Cream. I didn't know you can put cream and sugar in tea. I've been drinking tea plain my whole life.
Oh.
And, because I'm a good Asian. And
Yeah, I was gonna say that is not the way.
right. And so I was in Seattle and I was at a friend's restaurant. Hood Famous, shout out Hood Famous. And they had this thing called the Manila Fog. It was jasmine tea and had some foamy milk thing.
Oh, I love I don't know the term fogs.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. No, it's good.
It was good. I was like,
London
what is
fog,
this? And
Manila
so now it's my
fog.
drink.
Yeah.
It's my drink now. So I like that. How about y'all? How are you dealing with the weather?
I made soup this week.
Oh.
Yeah, fully embracing soup season. And I learned, cutting onions is really hard. And I tried doing it with some pool goggles on.
Wow.
Changed my life.
Pool goggles?
Pool goggles
I
is
didn't
crazy.
Expert level.
Yeah, I didn't shed a single tear cutting an onion this week.
You
Okay.
soak
Yeah.
the onion before cutting it. It should be
Does it help?
better.
How
Or
long?
cutting it underwater.
Hence the pool goggles.
Right. I was doing both, actually.
She had the goggles on.
No,
She was in the pool.
no, just goggles, no pool. But it helps so much. If there's
just had her
Jamie in the
face-
bathtub.
Just your face in the water cutting it.
yeah.
Anything you need to take away from today's episode, cut onions with goggles on.
Underwater.
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 Yeah.
So how did you hold your breath? No.
Real quick. Actually had like a scuba setup.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I'm just
The plot thickens.
Yes.
What about you? How do you cut your onions?
With a lot of tears.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's old school
Sobbing.
way.
I know. No pain, no gain.
I think I do it under running water if I really am sensitive.
Oh,
to it.
really?
Otherwise, you just kind of tough it out and start crying.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Yeah, you just tough it out.
Yeah.
Do it as fast as I can so I can get it over with. And do the cutting and then the crying and then
You
move
know
on.
what's really good? Not to be like consumerist, but like those veggie choppers.
Oh, yeah.
Like
The
the
chopper.
dicers.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Seem
that does.
nice.
The slap chop.
the
Slap chop. That's what it's called?
Well, that's one of the.
That's the
generic-
move.
That's the one you get on the QVC channels.
Yeah.
The slap chop. That guy died though. Slap
Oh,
chop guy.
no.
I don't know what happened to him. Rest
Hopefully
in peace, slap
not
chop.
In
guy.
a slap
slap
chop.
Oh God.
A murder mystery
We're gonna-
podcast here.
You brought him
All of a
up
sudden,
like my
true
mom.
crime.
My
True
mom
crime
will
podcast.
ask about people like, oh, remember that girl from high school, the one who dropped out early and got hit by a car? Yeah, I'm talking about her. And I was like, you can't just say her name,
No.
like reference her normally.
No.
Like she'll put in like a random
the most
out of
gruesome
pocket
fact.
fact about that person.
That
Good
sounds like
memory.
a Filipino mom thing. You know that one that failed college and
Yeah.
had 3 kids?
Like, what do you mean? Just say
You
the
mean
name.
Stacy? She has a name, Anyway. Okay, I think we're checked
That was a
in.
good.
Good
So
check in
I
there.
guess we're sufficiently checked in.
Yeah.
And because we actually do not have any council meetings this month, except for the 18th. We will not have a council update right now. But that just means that we get to go into the meat of today's episode, which is all about zoning.
Hey.
We have 2 planners from the city of Sacramento, and we are looking at our screen that says, what is zoning? And so I guess before we go into it, Amy and Jamie, little rhyming.
They rhyme.
Yeah.
Amy and Jamie.
Yeah.
What is zoning, and what do y'all do with the city?
Do you want to do it or do you want me to do it?
Either way, what do you want? I can do it.
Okay, you do it.
Yeah, so this cute little city there on the screen. And basically what zoning is every city has a zoning map. It divides all the land in the city into different areas or zones. You have like a residential zone and commercial zone, industrial zone, and that has rules for what that land can be used for, what can be built there, how tall it can be, where it can be put. And really the goal of zoning is to make sure that all of the different land uses are working well together in the city.
Oh.
So land uses. Tell me more.
Yeah, land uses like residential would be one like a city.
Oh, you just said that. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was
No,
thinking
you're
of something else. I was all being slick.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, like a house or
Wink, wink.
a gas station or a grocery store, or different land uses.
So my question was, what does zoning do instead of what land use?
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, basically what the screen says, it's really influencing how neighborhoods grow and change. It's guiding where, like, the type and the scale of development, where that can be, setting limits on how tall a building can be, what kind of building, how big it can be, and then generally just throughout the city where housing is, where businesses are, and where public places are.
I guess it makes sense. Like, you can't just put anything anywhere. I'm not trying to live next to a water treatment plant or what have you, right? So there's some of these laws are intact because of that. But is there any more details y'all can share with us?
Yeah, I can jump in on this one. Yeah, zoning matters for a lot of different reasons. Like, as it says on the screen, where things go will shape how a city looks, feels, and how it functions. It shapes how you access different things, how far away you live from your school, your grocery store, what we call third places, like, I don't know, like your cafes or your bookstores, like places to hang out, right?
Right.
But what it also does is help us implement bigger visions for our community. Like, we want to see sustainable and responsible growth. We want like resiliency, and we want to promote things that would support climate resiliency, safe, equitable, inclusive, just city. We want to be a regional economic hub. We want this to be a really livable place. We want people to have like pride in where they live. We also want people to feel really interconnected and feel really like they're able to access different parts of the city and all the different resources and amenities that the city has to offer. So where things go, how big, how intense they are, all of that can influence how people access and experience their city. So it's like kind of creating the framework for almost like human behavior.
Yeah.
Obviously, lots of other things go into human behavior, but your physical environment plays a big role in how you make your decisions every day.
And people definitely already have so many like experiences and thoughts about zoning, even if they may not think of it that way. Like, even kids already know, like, how come my school is so far from my house?
Yeah.
Or parents could be thinking about, you know, the proximity of their neighborhood to shopping centers and grocery stores.
I mean, I'm sure that's a reason why people even buy certain places, right?
Right, because of where it's at and what it's next to.
Zoning
or
is
what
everywhere.
it's far from.
Yes, whether you know about it or not.
It impacts you for real.
So I remember when we moved back down here to Sacramento, and the requirements were like we wanted to be near the airport, we wanted to be near like shopping areas. So there's like a Target like half a mile from our house, and I like to walk and bike. So we like to bike and go to town center a lot. Now the kids, now that they're teenagers, they go there and hang out with the friends to the boba spot and all that. So it's good to have something nearby and walkable.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's my dream. I don't want to drive anywhere. I just want to walk, use my bike or transit.
Yeah, me too.
My dream as well.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like I lived in District 6 off of La Riviera, and
What's back in the day?
2000s, late 90s, right? And I had to drive everywhere. You know, I shopped at Howe, Arden area, so I had to drive there. I would bike to Sac State to take classes and everything, but everything else was drive.
It is.
So it's good that the planning team is trying to add more walkability and more pedestrian friendly stuff in in the city.
Yeah.
At least for me, I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah, me too.
So for those of you watching or listening at home, well, that's everybody, but you know what I mean.
Maybe they're in the car. Maybe they're
You could be in your car or in the bathroom when I usually do my scrolling. Anyway, hopefully you know a little bit more about zoning, but to illustrate it further, we're going to do a little game today because we like games here on SacVibes. So how this game works, before the episode today, me and Danielle were given city streets so we can design on our design app here, which will be nameless. So me and Danielle had to zone a specific area using residential, was it commercial and industrial zoning? What do you call those things?
They're just zones.
Zones.
Yeah.
Zones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
the residential zone, commercial zone.
Yeah, and so we kind of use that to learn about what zoning is and plan our city that way. And it's a lot more complicated than just 3, but we wanted to just kind of start it off because the same rules apply, but it's just more complicated. And how many zones would there be in real life?
Well, yeah, right
Look
now
at your eyes, I can tell.
there's
it's
a
like,
lot. I don't know the number off the top of my head, but we have like 14 residential zones right now.
Dang.
So within each
14.
of those, there's like different types. There's
Okay.
like 4 commercial. I think there's like 5 to 7 industrial zones.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay, so
quite
there's a
a few.
lot.
Yeah.
Right, and there's another one that you introduced to us. You'll talk more about later. The public facility, or what was it?
Oh yeah, public
Yeah,
facility.
it's a land use designation.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh, we don't. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
so it's not necessarily a zone.
Yeah, there's a hierarchy. There's zoning, which is informed by the general plan, has like a land use designation map, which is kind of like zoning but a bit broader. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you nerd out. On
Yeah,
that
we'll
later.
get into it.
Yeah.
I could talk about zoning forever.
Okay, so Amy and Jamie, and I love the name rhymes, they're going to be our judges today. So they're going to take a look at the cities that Danielle and I made and then see how we did. Amy keeps hitting the mic.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's just part of being on SacVibes. So here we go. Let's start off with my city here. And so for those of you that are on Spotify and listening to it, check out our YouTube, and we'll have the text that we have as a download so you guys can take a look more about it if you want to learn more about zoning. But then the game will be on our YouTube channel. So here's my city here, my city street. I didn't name the street. I should have named the street. But I wanted to have, there's a little park in my city, and there's a little nuclear power plant. That's only
Wow,
2 lots.
nuclear.
Very nuclear. So I like to have clean power.
Thinking big. I like it.
I didn't want to have anybody living next to the nuclear power plant. So there's like 2 lots of commercial right next to it. And on the other side, I put more industrial in case somebody else wanted to put a rival ring power source. And then some more commercial here. And then we got residential here on the other side. And then near the park, we have some commercial because, I think businesses like a lot of traffic, so people will use the park. And so having commercial nearby, right? So this is what I chose to zone it with, right? And so after that, let's build. And there you go.
Wow.
So I like having high rises or mid rises, what we call, right? I like to have density in my city. And as you can see here, I try to keep it. I don't really have any individual family homes. I try to, have it as much density as possible. So, yeah, how did I do? Experts, what do you think?
I live here.
Oh, hey.
I live here.
Do you think your food would be like radioactive?
I know that. I did notice that.
Yeah,
Like, I
Marcus
don't
a
know.
little
But you're not
slow.
growing it there. So I'm like, it might be okay. You're probably getting it shipped in.
Yeah.
Some of the foods are already radioactive, like Twinkies,
That's fair.
Yeah,
But-
that's where you buy your Twinkies.
Yeah.
That supermarket. I love the density.
Yeah, I
you
love-
can. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, you had.
Yeah, I love the density. I think especially by the intersection, by like a main corridor. And then you can, I don't know if you did this on purpose, but it kind of tapers down as you move away from the main intersection.
You noticed that, thank you.
Yeah, that was a good job. I like that.
There's like things about shadows and trying to make it gradual.
Yeah.
We
You
call
know.
them transitional heights.
Yeah.
Hey,
We
there's a
see
name for that.
Yeah. Look,
That is so
intuitive
cool.
planner right
I
here.
know.
So, sidebar, there's this game that I love to play. It's called City Skylines.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I love to make cities. I love skyscrapers. Ever since I was little.
Oh, nice.
I would drive around San Francisco. My dad would take me there, and I would just look up at the buildings and just wonder, like, what is it to live like that, right?
Yeah.
Sidebar
And then-
number 2, I also played that game, and we're about to see we're clearly at very different skill levels at that game because I suck.
I don't play with the rules. I like basically play like creative mode in Minecraft.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know, I actually when in Minecraft I would play with my kids and we would build cities.
I love
I would
that.
make roads and just infinite blocks.
Yeah.
But in City Skylines you have to have like there's like constraints if you want to. But I don't do any of
Yes.
that. I just want to build my utopia. And I actually have a map of Sacramento. I have a map of my hometown Vallejo and then Seattle. So
in the game?
Yeah, in the game. Yeah, and then so like I recreated my hometown and it's like, okay,
Oh, that's crazy.
always wanted the bike lane here or I always wanted to do
Oh, that
this.
is so cool.
So it's like it's stuff like that, things I wish I had growing up. And then in Sacramento, it's like where I live now, like I want a bridge, at least at Broadway, and more bridges. I live in West Sac, and then like to bike to like Land Park, I have to go up to Tower Bridge
Oh.
and come back down
Yeah.
to get on the new Del Rio
Yeah.
Trail. So it's a longer
It
longer
is.
thing, right?
Yeah.
So I'd like to have a Sutterville Bridge there, but that's a lot of people don't like that. I'm not gonna say who, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's my city.
Yeah, I like it. I like
Great.
all the housing types. I like that you could walk down the street to the supermarket from your house. That's very nice. Yeah, I like the park. Yeah, good job.
Thank you. Like, I mean, this is what I know. We all kind of have a similar, what do you call it? Is that mindset in terms of walkability? But how did Sacramento get like very car centric? Do you guys happen to know, or do you study that?
Yeah. I feel like in like the 1920s is when cities across the United States really started using zoning to regulate what kind of housing could be built, things like that. And I think by the 60s is when we see a lot of just single family housing and zoning everywhere, and along with cars. And so we saw that shift where, communities, that's all they were building was mostly single family homes. And we see that in Sacramento too. Like a lot of the neighborhoods we have are just single family homes and
Right.
the drive to most places. So that pattern carried here too.
And we actually did used to have a streetcar system. And then, over time, we started prioritizing cars and car infrastructure. So that got dismantled. And now we have all these suburbs surrounding our downtown area.
Which happens everywhere.
Unfortunately. Which is super sad.
But it wasn't by chance. It was designed to
Yeah.
happen that way.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you look at older parts of our city and other cities across the country, and like the older parts are more walkable with different housing types and more businesses mixed in. And then once we started regulating it a lot, it changed how our cities looked completely.
Yeah. And I think that causes like the traffic issues, right? Because if I'm looking at the map behind you guys right now, and there is like the density is in downtown in East Sac, and even in Land Park a little bit, but
Yeah, and even in Oak Park as well.
yeah.
And in North Sac, if you want to, like lower North Sac.
Yeah, in Del Paso, there's a little bit of density there, but it starts, spreading out.
Absolutely.
Like in Natomas,
Yep.
Yeah.
in South Sac, Meadowview, it's all very suburby. Which I grew up like that, and it has its pros and cons, but just getting around, and then I wonder how much people think about that in terms of like when they're sitting in traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and we have a okay light rail system right now, and I think we're working on doing our best to improve accessibility to it. And like folks are always like, hey, we want more transit here and here, but it's always a chicken and egg kind of conversation. Like, do we bring the density first, like for the ridership, or do we bring the transit and hope the density and ridership will come? So that's always kind of a challenge in terms of trying to move our city towards a more walkable, bikeable, accessible place to live, especially in these areas that were not built that way. yeah, it's like we were talking about. It's a lot easier to walk around in downtown, and
Yeah.
but you can't really do that in the when you get out into the nether regions.
I'm curious though, like the effect of the if you do if in the survey people say we want to see little businesses in neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious to see what suburban neighborhoods will look like in the future if that's
Yes.
Yeah.
sudden. That's
me
going to be really
too.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're hoping it becomes like little pockets of walkability.
But yeah, it'll be cool because we did the missing little housing ordinance last year to like get more housing, and now we're looking at other zoning changes because right now those neighborhoods are starting to allow more housing, but they still don't allow a lot of commercial uses. So it's like that would be the
Oh,
next
so
step.
that's the next step.
Yeah,
Oh,
to start to see that change in those other areas
Okay.
of the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at Danielle City now, yeah?
Yay!
Or street. I guess it's called street.
So I should not be a planner because I definitely go off vibes. But so I actually made like an imaginary scenario. So like I sort of imagined that like this street historically had always like single family housing, and then it would eventually like develop to have like more density and more commercial areas to liven up the space. So I kind of thought of it that way, and so I think it's
I like the narrative behind it.
I know.
Once upon a time.
once upon a time, yeah,
This historical
It is
context.
Yeah.
a little
realistic.
town,
Yeah.
a little town trying to get more tourists.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay.
Ooh, love the
Danielleville.
backstory.
So you have a factory in the corner over
I
there.
know. I don't know why you gave yourself the clean power and you gave me a factory.
I mean,
but
I
I
think
went with it.
The factory is probably easier than the nuclear power plants, right?
Yeah, but I do notice that we both kind of put the industrial all together, and like, I was also thinking along the lines of like, no, people are probably going to be upset if their house or their school is next to like a warehouse, and
Right.
so it's kind of what I did. Okay, and then
I did notice though you have residential right next to industrial.
there's a reason.
Okay, tell me.
Okay.
No, you
plot
have to see it.
thickens.
You have
Oh, I
to
have to
see
see it. Okay,
next,
so let's
next,
go
next,
to the
next.
next slide then.
it. Okay, so
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
yeah, okay, so this is kind of a better view of what my vibes were going for, but
Nice.
so I put the school next to the park because I think that's fun, and then
And there's a 7-Eleven right there too.
Slurpees.
So you have these single family houses, right? Because it's this place primarily focused on single family homes for development. But then I like the idea of more like apartments and condos by the school, so these families can go there. There's a
Okay.
supermarket, so food, and there's also a 7-Eleven, so more food.
And a police station for ants. It's very
yeah.
tiny.
And then I don't know. I actually don't have a reason. It was off vibes. I didn't like the idea of houses on intersections. I don't know. I thought
That makes
dangerous,
sense.
maybe?
Yeah. I can see that.
But okay, and then going towards the left, that's where like there are a lot more people. So you got restaurants, grocery stores, more apartments.
The commercial zone.
I got a thrift store.
Oh, thrift store.
Station.
Okay.
Love it.
Drifting is popular nowadays.
I put
Like
the fire
thrifting.
station and the police station apart from each other so that if like they're busy, they don't like get in each other's way.
Okay. I like how the fire department's right next to the gas station.
Yeah.
In case it blows up.
Just in case. And the warehouse.
It's a very
You
low
know,
fire
yeah.
station
That's
also.
a really good point, though.
But yeah.
Well, the big guy that works at the warehouse can help.
Right. Yeah, he's quite tall.
He's very tall.
This is Danielleville.
Danielleville.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, okay. So I also play City Skylines, but I do play with the constraints. I'm so bad at the game because like you have to plan out everything from electric to water to sewage,
It's
and like nothing is
hard.
functioning. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm like millions of dollars in debt. It's over. We're dead.
Yeah.
So
It
this
was
stuff is hard.
it was fun learning about that. Like I had my water treatment plant right next to my water source, so like the sewer and everything
Yeah,
was going
they-
into
they were
the
complaining
drinking
that-
water. People were getting sick.
no.
They were like, our sewage is overflowing. And I
Half
was
my
like,
city died.
Fine. Oh, no.
That's why I turn all that stuff off later. Like I just want to have fun.
Yeah, that makes sense.
None of this reality stuff.
But I do like, before we go to our experts, I do like how you have like mixed. It's like there's some high and middle.
Yeah, I had no idea about what you said about shadows and high vibes.
No,
That's
it's
what I
cool. It
got.
just makes a nice, different kind of skyline. So, what do our experts think? Let's get a little bit more from y'all.
I kind of love this. I think your intuition on putting a commercial on the corners, I feel like that is very much in line with how a lot of our zoning is. So nice.
Very good.
Nice. Also intuitive planner here. I thought it was really interesting that you liked having the variation in heights because it like really reflects like our development pattern in Sacramento. Like we have a lot of single family neighborhoods, right? And now we're introducing higher intensities through like what Jamie mentioned about missing middle housing. We're going to see slightly higher heights. We don't know what that's going to look like specifically yet, but like higher intensities is probably going to lead in some variation in how tall buildings are. And I think it's really cool that makes you excited and you thought that was super vibey and that you would love to live somewhere like that.
Yeah, and one of the things I also miss because I went to school in Austin, in our apartment, it was a lot of mixed use. And so there were always like grocery stores, corner stores on the first floor of the buildings. And that was so clutch.
Yeah, it is.
I wish there was more of that here. We need more corner stores and easy access to food.
So
My stomach grumbled. Did you hear that?
We need it right here.
Food access.
you can go to one of your grocery stores in the corner right there.
I put a lot of food.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you did kind of. I see restaurant, grocery store,
Yeah.
Supermarket, 7-Eleven.
and I also
24, I don't know.
I also noticed how even though the industrial zoning, the warehouse kind of blocks some of the health issues from the factory for
And because that's
the people that live in the
that one's super cheap, for better or worse.
yeah.
That one's cheap.
Affordable housing.
Affordable housing.
No.
It's inequitable.
I don't like that part.
But I mean that's a real issue though, right? Because there's health ramifications when it comes to zoning. Can you guys speak to any of those things? Like why is it that outside of the obvious, but the industrial versus people don't want to live there? Like why is that, and what was the history behind that?
Yeah, I think Amy, you could see more to that. Some of the origins of public health and zoning a little bit.
Yeah, so way back in the day, the birth of planning really comes hand in hand with the birth of public health. There was this outbreak of cholera in New York, and this guy started mapping out everywhere that there was a case of cholera. And then he finally realized that it concentrated around this one well. He took the handle off of this well, and all the cases went away. Like,
What?
Yeah. It was like the origins of like planning and mapping and figuring out how that tied into place and health and how where you live impacts. That also
So
gets...
hold on.
Yeah.
Cholera, for those of you who don't know, is an illness, right? And it involves diarrhea. So if you're eating, I apologize for this next
My
part.
bad if this is your lunchtime.
Yeah. Maybe watch this one later.
Maybe pause right now if you're
Yeah.
eating.
Yeah.
Anyway, he took the handle off the well.
Yeah, the well pump.
Okay, and then the cholera went away because people
all
weren't
the
washing their hands.
Oh, because then people weren't drinking out of this contaminated well. I should have said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
I know. I was like,
and
how
it
did
was
the cholera
because-
get?
yeah, that's a good question.
Dirty
It's
handle.
because like the sewage and the water were mixing. So like your city, Greg,
Yeah.
they might have had cholera.
Right. They did have cholera and they all died. That's what happened. Yeah. Okay, so when they took the handle off, so how did they get water after? It doesn't matter. Does
Oh,
it?
I don't know the after.
Okay, but what matters is that he mapped it.
Yeah, he mapped
and
it.
found the issue.
And
the
that was
study,
like the first.
the study of urban planning was
Okay.
born, and public health. They were
So they
hand
were.
to hand.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because like where you live matters, and
Right.
like so where like whether or not you live next to a factory or not, whether you live next to a polluting source or not, whether that exposes you exponentially to pollution that maybe someone who lives in a more affluent neighborhood doesn't
Right.
get exposed
Right.
to. Like then you start seeing these different health outcomes for people that live in different areas of the city.
Yeah.
And that also is tied to socioeconomic status because what you can afford dictates where you live, and where you live dictates
Like
what
in
you're
Danielleville,
exposed to.
where you're gonna live next to a factory.
Okay,
But it's next to a warehouse, okay?
we're adding to the narrative. That is older. That is part of Danielleville's early
Oh, okay.
You know, and
initiatives
it's industrial roots.
to provide affordable
and that's
housing,
a very
and it's
real
wrong.
issue. That is such a real
It's
issue.
there.
Yeah.
But
we
obviously
deal
it's
with
wrong.
this.
Those situations exist.
They really do.
And now
they
there's
truly
better
do.
housing, closer
Exactly.
to schools and stores.
There you
know,
go.
they're getting there.
They are. And that's how city development works. Like over time, we like move incrementally. We see changes like this. We see
Learn from the mistakes.
exactly. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
always the goal.
Yeah.
Okay. It reminds me of a movie back in the day. It was this neighborhood of kids. I think they were getting cancer or leukemia, and they couldn't figure out why. And the whole plot of the movie is that they had to figure out. And I think it had to do with the power lines above the neighborhood.
Is it Aaron Brockovich?
Oh, was that it? It might have
that
been.
it? I
Was
don't
that
know.
that was with water or something?
Oh,
right?
okay.
I don't
Another
remember.
pollution movie.
Yeah, something like
There's a
that.
long history of this.
It might-
There's probably a couple.
Lots of movies.
A lot of people got sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just say
a lot of people
so.
got screwed over.
Yeah, so that's why planning is important in zoning, right?
Yeah. Environmental
Learning from the
protections.
Aaron Brockoviches of the world.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Maybe it was Aaron Brockovich, but anyway.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of where that. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay, we did it.
Cool. So good job, Danielleville and Gregville. But I'm gonna see how. So we asked Amy and Jamie to do their own cities too. So we're gonna see what the experts look
no.
like here.
I already had a sneak peek, and I knew
Oops.
I was cooked when I saw the other color option. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's not even fair. They had their own.
You
Okay,
could
so
have
yeah,
added it too.
Explain the new thing here. You have a new box here, the blue one.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I got this mixed up, and Jamie can explain it, but public facilities is not technically a zone in the Sacramento zoning code.
Okay.
But it is a land use. But that doesn't mean that other cities might not have it. But all to say that like public facilities is meant to. I've got a drum line going on over here.
Like drum roll, please.
I know, right? Public facilities. Really, this was really meant to capture the uses like fire departments, schools,
Okay.
police stations. But yeah, that's all that means. And we
okay.
typically separate those out regardless of what it's called.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know what those were. I just put those in commercial
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool too.
or even
That's cool.
industrial. But yeah, that makes more sense to have it as like a public facility. But it sounds like you deal with it in a different way.
It's regulated differently. They have
Okay.
different rules for development. That's really all that means.
Okay. Okay, so this is Amy's city, Amyville. And
Amyville.
then let's see what Amy. Oh, look at that.
Although now that after seeing Danielle's, I wish I had more height variation. Again, I also was coming at it from like, okay, this is like maybe historically single family neighborhoods, but then as you go towards the intersection, you get like slightly more intense, slightly higher buildings. You also have like more commercial uses near the corners.
I like the outdoor dining right there by the
I
bank.
know, yeah.
Yeah.
This is just what I would personally like.
Yeah,
this is
right
where
by
I
the
would
park
want to live.
too. Yeah.
Get your money, get lunch, then go to the
Yeah,
park.
exactly.
Watch the kids play at school. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then you got like your warehouse uses, and then a fire station, and then some multi-family homes. Could or could not be affordable housing, but it's next to a fire station, so I don't know if
Right.
that devalues or increase. It might increase your value.
But
home
there's
value.
still like, even a buffer zone kind of with the fire station,
buffers
right?
buffers are
That's a
a big
thing,
deal.
yeah?
Buffer is a thing. Yeah, I'm all about multifamily homes, so I stuck a lot of those in there. I really like a mix of uses, so you've got some commercial uses tucked in with your residential uses. That's really it. I feel like it follows a lot of the same concepts that you both had. But yeah.
Nice.
That's
nice.
it.
Cool. And Jamie, are you ready for your
Oh, I'm ready.
Jamieville?
I was thinking Jamopolis.
Okay, my
Get it right.
Okay, so preface, this isn't how I would do, like, with the city that I want necessarily, but I thought it was a good example of what zoning is kind of done and what typically looks like in a lot of cities throughout.
Okay, so this is a little caveat.
A little caveat, yeah. So
All right,
in this
all right.
one, all your residential zones are next to each other. They're like they're pretty separate from everything else. And then you have some public facilities mixed in, like we'll see schools within neighborhoods and parks and things like that. But then you got to drive to commercial. Typically, it's on the other side of the street,
Right.
and then you transition to industrial. So that's typically what zoning has looked like in a lot of
Okay. So this is more of an example. Then.
Yeah.
All right. I'm curious to see what Gemopolis looks like
Yeah.
in the real one. But anyway.
Yeah, we'll get to that actually.
Okay.
So this is what the buildings look like. Typically, like I mentioned, there's like 14 residential zones. So you'll have zones that allow shorter houses, like what you see on the right, and then as the zones go up, you start to allow taller buildings.
It's going high. Oh, yeah, I see that.
So it's getting taller as we get towards commercial.
Towards the middle.
Yeah.
And then, okay.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
get to commercial across the street. You got your hotel, your office, the dog shop.
The dog shop.
Yeah, pet store. Sorry.
I like the pizza place
I
too.
know.
Yeah,
Next to the dentist.
Yes, yeah, so choose your order carefully there. Yeah, and then offices can be like in commercial zones too. So I threw a couple of those in there, and then put the public, like the fire station, and then transition over to like industrial. on the
That's a
other
big
side.
fire station that has 2 lots.
Yeah, we're prepared.
Gemopolis.
I got the tiny single garage one.
Yeah, I was
already.
struggling with the scales.
Yeah, the scale was
if
hard.
you couldn't tell. But that's what in my mind I was trying to do, the gradual height increase
Nice.
going up, and then
Okay.
yeah.
So it makes sense. This is kind of like reality for a lot of us. We live all houses next to each other, next to parks, and you kind of have to go far for your staples and purchasing and whatever.
Greg, you kind of spoiled it a little bit.
Did I?
You may not have noticed, but you alluded into the next topic that we're going into, which is why we're talking about zoning, and why Amy and Jamie are here with us today. And so Amy and Jamie came to us asking for help to help promote this not the zoning survey, it's called something else. It is called
Neighborhood commercial.
Neighborhood Commercial Survey. And so I'll turn it to both of you to kind of talk about that and what it is, if that's cool.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah. So last year, City Council adopted the 2040 General Plan, which is this big document with lots of policies and goals for how the future of the development of the city should be shaped. And zoning is one of the tools that implements that. And so right now, we're working on updating our zoning code to match what policies we envisioned in the general plan. One of those being for complete neighborhoods, where we have neighborhood commercial and uses mixed in within residential areas, and folks can walk to different shops and stuff. But so we have a survey. We want, we're exploring approaches on how do we bring that back to other neighborhoods, not just the older ones in the central city. So,
Right.
yeah, so we have a survey. It's like 5 minutes. It just asks you, like, what can you walk to right now? What do you wish you could walk to? Like, what are things you like about businesses, things you don't? And that really helps us figure out, okay, how do we bring this back, and what do people want to see and what do they not want to see? So that's what our
Right.
survey is. Yeah.
Okay. And I think it might be hard for some of y'all that are listening to even imagine that, because for me, like you're talking about having small businesses in like suburban neighborhoods, like it's all houses, and like what does that even look like? Can you give us some examples?
Yeah, it could look like a small grocery store on the first floor and a small and like a house above it. It could be a hair salon in someone's garage, like lots of different examples. Small coffee shop, cafe. Yeah, I think, there's a lot of little pockets in Midtown that have that, where there's like a cafe and
Right.
a house next door. Yeah.
But to have that in South Sac and
Right. Spread it throughout the city,
Okay.
not just, in our
So
older
if
cores.
y'all are often like, oh, downtown gets everything, take this survey. This is your chance to let them know.
So in our zoning, we allow home occupations, which are like some small businesses out of the home, but it's fairly limited. And so we're looking at what are other things we can allow, like, the grocery store, the cafe, where
Right.
more people can visit and engage with the business
Okay.
in those neighborhoods, because the zoning hasn't allowed that in a very long time.
Yeah.
That's what we want input on.
So how long is this survey available for?
It's open until November 17th. So folks
Ooh,
still have
that's
some
soon.
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for those watching, we can put a link or like a QR code on the screen, probably.
We'll put a link up here. Also, if you look at our social media, if you follow us on Instagram, you'll see that we had a new reel come out recently.
We did.
And we filmed at the planning department. So you see a lot of familiar faces. If you follow us, other folks from planning come by and be in our video. So that was fun. One day I want to show the making of video.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like funnier because it's like I'm like telling them, okay, now open the door, do this,
Now hit the elevator button. Move.
get out of the way.
Yeah. No, seriously, move.
It was well produced though. Before he went over to your office, he showed me like the storyboard. And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you serious about this?"
Yeah.
I was very impressed with the
Yeah.
storyboard,
Yes,
the clipboard.
You're so efficient. Yeah.
Yeah, we got it done in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I thought it would take longer.
All the footage. Yeah.
yeah, one take for most of a couple or 2 takes, but most
Yeah.
of it one
Yeah.
take. So pretty
Thank
good.
I'm getting better because when I don't write it down, I'll forget specific shots
Totally.
and I have to like go back and redo it.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Writing it down helps me remember, okay, I got to do this, this, and this.
That
But
makes sense.
Yeah.
cool.
So neighborhood community
Neighborhood commercial
survey
Yes.
due November 17th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please take it.
It's also on
Super
our
short.
link tree, so you can look for the link on there, and then on our Instagram, and it'll be in the description of this podcast episode as well. So
Yes.
please take the survey, learn more about zoning, and speak your mind about it.
And it's only 5 minutes, promise. Because
Yeah.
people say that, and then you're like, "There's this 50 question." It's really just
How many
5 minutes.
questions?
It is very
it?
short.
Eight?
Oh, 8 questions. Okay,
Yeah.
see, I
Maybe
can swing
9.
that.
Maybe 9.
Maybe
Less
9.
than 10.
Yeah, less than 10.
Okay, see, the
Single
number keeps
digits.
going up.
Less
You're
than
making-
10.
Less than 10.
Less than 10.
Can confirm less than 10.
Can confirm.
Yes.
Also
Final
available in several different languages.
Yes.
I think
Oh,
8
okay.
different languages.
Yeah.
So
Inclusive. I like that.
Yeah.
Very much so. Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for coming on today.
Thanks
Yes.
for
Thanks
for
having
having
us.
us.
This was so fun.
Yeah, this is
Thank
really
you.
fun.
I hope you
Yeah.
enjoyed
Amy
our,
and
our
Jamie
game.
synced a little bit.
I know. We do that a lot.
We do that. We say the same thing.
Do you
at the
finish
same
each
time.
other's sentences like in
We're just-
Frozen?
We just say the same thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're in a lot of
wow.
meetings together, so that
We answer at the same time.
yeah. And then
Nice.
I'm like, wait, did I say that or did
I
Amy
know,
say
and like
that?
I feel
or
like the
did we-
tone of our voice is the same. Like feels like an out of body experience.
Yeah, so it happens a lot. But yeah, it's fun. I always love talking about zoning, and the game was so fun. So loved that.
And thank
Yeah.
you. We hope you both felt comfortable just chatting and chilling with us.
absolutely.
We got
Yeah.
anything else in the docket or?
I just want to say that the game that we had here, we actually take it out with us when we do tabling.
Yes.
Nice.
Danielle got to try it out when we were at the Mutual Assistance Network's Harvest Festival.
Health and Harvest Festival. It was a lot of fun. And actually,
Nice.
it is a really good way to get kids thinking about zoning because they already know and
Yeah.
they're able to experience what it's like living in their neighborhoods. But it just gave them a chance to flex their creative muscles a little
love
bit.
it.
Yeah.
We probably have some like constructive improvements to make. Like if it's windy, your neighborhood's gone.
You're bye.
Yeah. Well, we had
Tornado.
we printed the houses, right?
Yeah.
And then
Oh, like you had pieces.
We folded them out of
Uh-huh.
paper and they are
Okay.
laminated, but a gust and
Oh no.
Get some
natural
Velcro.
disaster. I know, Velcro or something.
Or
you
put
need
coins
weights
or
inside.
something, yeah.
Natural disaster is a good scenario to
Yeah, could talk about resiliency.
emergency management.
right. Tie in
So
some
many
other.
things.
Yeah.
if it was Oklahoma,
Oh my
well,
god.
kids, that was a tornado.
Maybe like shake the tables.
Just throw a bucket of water on there.
What are you gonna do now?
Yeah.
I'm only 6. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's fun.
But if you want to try this game, please stop by our table.
Yeah, if you ever
I
see us out in the
promise we won't
wild,
Throw water on you.
We won't
Yeah.
throw water on you. We won't shake the table to simulate an earthquake. It'll be chill.
yeah, it'll be chill.
yeah. And what I'm saying, one thing I should mention, we'll keep talking. I mean, the neighborhood commercial piece is only one part of the zoning code update, and it's a big part, but we're going to be talking more about zoning too in the next spring and summer. So,
Nice.
yeah.
So stay tuned.
Yes.
y'all.
All right. Are we ready to GO?
Huh?
Are we ready to bounce? We out?
What
Can
is
you take us out?
G-O?
Go.
Oh, I thought it said get. I thought you meant get out.
Oh, it could be
Okay.
either.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes, we are ready to G-O. Anyway, thanks for vibing with us, everyone. Please make sure you follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook. What else are we? Spotify, YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah, all that stuff. And we will vibe with you next time. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Thank you. Bye.